Okay, I'm coming. Oh, that's way too high tonight. Okay, let's try that, maybe. All right, and this over there, and one last bite. Okay. Come on, open up. Hello, hello, hello. Hi guys, let me get you up here so I can see what's what. Okay, there's that. I'm gonna move my pizza, I don't know, up here. I may sneak in a bite here and there. Okay, let me put it on live chat and say hello. All right, hi Owl's Perch, long hair, skinny-eyed toe. Phelan, hello, Hexen's here. Hi, sweetheart. Pat is here, hello, Lene. Hi. Phoenix Butterfly, that's a new one, I think. Hello and welcome. Tarot TV with T, hello and welcome. Ayana, Bella, Cheryl, hello, Lady Blind Wolf. Hi, honey, eat your dinner. I will, I'll eat when I'm done. Hi, Dawn, Adelia, Justin. Hi, guys. So how is everyone tonight? I'm going to take one more bite because it's pretty good. Okay. Okay. Crazy? Mine too. It was a busy day at work. And then I don't get out until 7:30 and I run home and try to get everything ready. Quick question I'm reading tarot. Go for it. I have a notebook. Awesome. Expecting 5 to 9 inches of snow by Monday. Ew. You can keep it. And Honey, too. I'm waiting to see if Honey Owlette comes in here because she has frost and stuff. They're up in Fairbanks, so I know it's cold up there. Sleepy. What am I eating? I am eating buffalo chicken wing pizza, which was here when I got home, which is really good because I just threw it in the oven to warm it back up. Gypsy said she would take this now. Over Florida weather? Yeah, maybe. Hopefully I can get the baby to sleep quickly so I can really pay attention. I hear ya. Hello. Finally watching my account this time. Yay! Hi, Kristen. Hi, Ozark. So did you have a question, Ayana? I think it was Ayana, right? Late work night. Exactly. That's what happens. You just kind of eat when you get a chance, right? I have one more day. I got to be there half a day tomorrow, and then I'm off the rest of the week for my birthday. Yay! So Lady Blind Wolf. Yeah. Did you have a question, sweetie, before we start? Yes, it was. Thank you. I'm going to be 47, I think. 72. I was born in 72. Yeah, 47. 27. Yeah, my son just turned 27, so I'm going to be 47. Right. Would you say, as a person that has been reading for a while, that your reading would change according to the deck you're using? Yes, absolutely. For sure. Yes. Some decks are much more intimate and kind of, I don't know how to say this. Some decks are kind of more fluffy readings. Some decks are darker. They're like they pull out more shadow stuff. Some decks, I think, are more love oriented. So, yep, decks speak to you more than others. Absolutely. Same thing with Austin's age to remember mine. Really? Yep. Frankie, my oldest, is 20 years older than me. I was 19. I was turning 20 the following month when I had Frankie. So, yep, absolutely. So it depends on the decks. No, it was me. I'm trying so hard to study and learn. You're doing great. Truth, they are all used for different reasons, and you have to keep that intention in mind while reading. Right. Exactly. That's why you'll see if any of you have gotten a paid reading from me before, there are times that I'm in the middle of a reading and I think that I'm doing fine with the deck that I'm reading with, and then the guardians will change something, or the energy will change a little bit, and I'll say, okay, hold on, I got to pull a different deck out and pull a card from a different deck because the energy is different and it doesn't quite meld with the energy the deck I've been working on. So absolutely. All right. Okay. Have you had a customer get mad at your readings? Mad at my readings. I don't know. Mad is that's kind of a term. I don't know. That's a weird term. I've had customers that, it's funny I don't call them customers, but yes, I've had people that I have read for that have showed up very closed off and left very closed off and said nothing resonated with them, and that's fine. You have to understand that if somebody wants a reading from you, first of all, I always have them ask me for a reading. I never, even when I'm at work or something, I never like go around and say, do you want a reading? It's, I let it be known that I'm there to do a reading. And if someone wants a reading, I will do it. Paid readings, obviously they've asked for that reading. But I never offer a reading to someone because I don't want to deal with people that are really closed off. Because, if they paid for it and they're coming closed off, I'm not here to change your mind on it. I'm just here to read your energies and stuff, So I have had people that, didn't really believe in it, but wanted to try it out, but weren't willing to open up, emotionally or anything. So it's hard to get reads on them. And if someone doesn't, for me, because I try to connect to their guides, their guardians and guides, if they're not emotionally open, then I can't connect to their guides very well because they're not allowing me to do that. So it makes it a lot harder. I have been busy and didn't see. I just started in. You're fine, honey. Not mad, maybe emotionally upset because that's why they came to you in the first place, right? Yep. I had good people. I am not well enough to mod this live. I'm recovering since. That's okay, Marge. You're fine, sweetheart. I'm really struggling with intuition with readings, but I think I'm close to a light bulb moment. Well, that's good because funny enough, that's what we're going to be talking about today is light bulb moments. Did you figure anything else with that info I gave you? Sorry about the typos. It's all right. I have had people that I gave them news that it's funny. Usually when you give someone news that there's honey. Hi, honey. We were just talking about you, wondering if it was snowing and cold yet up where you are. I have had people get news that it's like they know it. Isn't it funny? It's like any reader. If I read for myself, a lot of times it's stuff that I know that I'm just like ignoring. And a lot that happens very often with someone that you're reading too. You'll get people who are like, oh yeah, I knew that it was kind of time to to go in a different direction with the relationship I'm in and stuff, but I've really been kind of putting it off or whatever, you know. Fonts and my vision and books show small details in the card. Apps, I hear you, Lady Blind Wolf. I understand. That's why some of those big cards, it's nice to have some of those big cards like Al Goliath and Next World and stuff like that. It just makes it harder to shuffle. But if you can shuffle overhand at least, then, you know, you might want to stick with some of those bigger cards. What's the other one? Luminous Void. The Lion's Gateway, that's pretty big. Certainly the Dark Goddess Tarot is pretty big. There's some, you know, the decks that have come out lately that seem a little bit bigger anyway. And yes, and I saw it on our page today that the Al Goliath is back for sale. Not for very long. I think he only has not very much longer. Not very much longer. What the hell does that mean? I think he only has a few copies left. Like he's been on his last shipment here for a little bit. So once these are gone, they're gone. Pause and take a bite. I'm good. I'm good. I ate lunch. It's not like I went all day without eating, so I'm okay. I hated my lunch. It was kind of crappy, but it was all right. All right. I have a deck that I just have never connected with. My budget is tight right now, so I've been using this time to look into and find a deck for me. Kelsey, I totally hear you. And it's hard too. Even, I was going to say, look up, you know, I have a bunch of unboxings and stuff, so you can look up unboxings. It's hard though to know if you're going to connect until that card is right in front of you. Those cards, sometimes the feel of them and the way they look, and can you see them really well, and the font and everything, all that goes together, and it kind of does make it it's hard to pick a deck without seeing it first. What card are we on? We're doing the Ace of Wands today, which is one of my favorite cards. I love the Ace of Wands. All right, the Mythological Goddess Tarot is my favorite. Helps me numerologically, and I can tell how many people in this situation. Mythical Goddess Tarot. All right, hang on. I have to look that one up. Do I have that one? Mythical Goddess Tarot. I don't think I do. It looks pretty cool though. I like it. Might be one on my list. They call it the titty tarot for jokes. Yeah. All right, Kelsey, I was that way too and found the good tarot is very open to reading. Absolutely. That is a good one. Mom, would the Ace of Wands be connected with, what is that? I can't see. Sorry. Is that Leo? It's yellow. It's hard to see. Is it Leo? Might be. I got Tarot Familiar, so no book, but notice some stuff like the Tower card. For example, to me, it says, grab what's important and get the heck out of Dodge. Perfect. Yep. Absolutely. A fairy card. Yep. So true. I have several decks. I loved aesthetically, bought them, but turns out I don't read with them. I have decks that I think are just gorgeous, but don't read real well for me. How many decks do you own? I really need to count again. I haven't counted since, I don't know. It's been a long time. So I bet you I'm close to 200 tarot alone. I think, maybe. I know, I gotta count them soon. Do you have a tarot deck list so as not to repurchase a deck more than once? Yes, I do. I keep most of them on Goodreads. The only problem with Goodreads is it's really hard to upload the independent ones. So I'm starting to switch stuff over, even though I'm going to keep up with Goodreads as much as I can. I'm starting to switch over to that Libib. The app that Simon uses is Libib. I'm starting to switch that over. Okay. Shit. Sorry, guys. Hold on. It keeps jumping on me. Ace of Wands can also be the Three of Cups. What? But the arthritis, bigger cards are hard to shuffle, right? I hear you. I know it. Really connected with the Night Sun Tarot. That's one of the cards I pulled for this reading because I love the Night Sun Tarot. It's a good dark deck. I'm going to do a video on all my dark decks really soon, maybe this weekend, because I'm starting to pull them out because, Mabin's over. You know what that means. Samhain time. The Leo. Oh, yes. That's a good question. Is it associated with Leo? I feel like it is something else. Well, let's see. Here we go. We're gonna see. I know it is a lot. It's a little bit too much, so. Okay, here we go. No, I don't feel so guilty. I know it. And I loved, Simon just did a video this past week or last week or something about that question. And when people ask that question, they're like, why do you have so many tarot decks? And he's like, you know what? I guess I am a collector, which I am too. I don't buy decks normally to collect them. But once I have them, even if I don't read with them, I tend to keep them because I never know. I have grown in and out of decks before. And decks have really hit me a different way. And suddenly I start using them when I hadn't used them before. So, how long do you personally leave a Sabbath altar up? Well, that's a good question. It depends on the season. It depends on how I'm feeling about the season. So, I will tell you for Mabin, I love Mabin. Absolutely adore Mabin. But probably this weekend, because the next Sabbath is Samhain and I'm like ready, I'll probably be switching over to my Samhain altar. And then Samhain will stay up until I feel like it's not time for Samhain anymore. And then we will start the next altar. The Samhain one, I have to say, the Samhain one tends to stay up a little bit longer because I don't feel Yule until, I don't know, it's got to be mid-November at least before I really feel like Yule is coming. I have a guy that asked me about having so many decks, yet he's crazy about crystals. See? Exactly. And some people collect other things. My stock answer to that question is more than one and less than all of them, right? Do I read reverse? Usually no. But if I feel like a card has turned, because I keep most of my decks in upright position. But if a card shows up that is reversed, I will look at it and see if that energy, if I feel like that energy should be reversed. But I really do feel like most of what you need from a card can be in the card itself. Come for the squirreliness, stay for the magic. Yay! They call my name. I picked the deck, the Illuminati, from my boyfriend, and then it turns out the writer's name is Eric. There you go. Some of the art is just beautiful. That's enough reason for me to buy another deck. Yep, like the Celtic and medieval decks, me too. I'm right with you. Never got into season altars, only Yule gets me to redo everything. Yep, that's okay. So, so long story short, it really is, it depends on when I start feeling the energy of that next season. Sometimes I've kept it for right up until right before that, that next Sabbath. It's been like the day before or 2 days before. Oh, shoot, Donna. I see it. Hold on. Are there any Hindu type of decks? Yes. Tarot? Yes. As a matter of fact, yes, there are. Hold on 1 second. I just want to check because Donna Lamb messaged me and I totally forgot. It's been such a crazy day that she cannot comment. And I just want to see. Give me 1 second, guys. I just got to see. There's a place. A place to find out if like anybody was accidentally blocked or something. And sometimes we're trying to click on one name and we click on a different one. Hang on. Come on. Settings. New transcripts, monetization, other features. Let me see. Customize channel. Status and features. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, you guys. Hold on. Monetization. Unlisted. No, that's not it. Settings, maybe? Community. I think it's under community settings. Hold on 1 second. I'm coming. Come on, moderators. Okay, hidden users. 1 second, Donna. I hope you're under your name. And it's really annoying that it's not like by alphabetical anything. Oh, yep, somebody did. Save. Donna, hopefully you're on because you should be able to comment now. Somebody had accidentally clicked on you. And sometimes it's hard. I don't blame our moderators at all because you're trying to click on one thing and it jumps. So hopefully, Donna, now you can comment. I saved it. But if you can't, it's because I might have to like stop and get out and restart this video, before you can. So I'm sorry if you can't. But it will be the next time because I found it. Okay. There are stacked Scully candles at Home Goods. Ooh, I'll have to look. All right, here we go. Are there any? Oh, yes, Hindu type of decks. Yes, Trevor. And remind me, and I will try to look them up for you. I'm trying to think. I have Hindu Oracle decks, but I don't think I have Hindu Tarot decks. But there are a couple decks for sure. My husband's taking that week in July off so we can come. Yay, Kawitchapalooza. Yay, I'm so happy. You don't have Home Goods. That stinks. I love my Home Goods. Is Steven in here? I wonder if he fell asleep. Wait, is he in here? Yes, I saw him. He's in here. Never mind. We're good. Okay, here we go. So this is the Rider-Waite. Ace of Wands. I have been using the Radiant Wise Spirit Rider-Waite. So this is the deck that I have been using for the Rider-Waite edition because it's borderless and it's pretty colors and I really like this edition of the Rider-Waite. We're going to start by reading from The Ultimate Guide to Tarot. This one's by Liz Dean. And the element is fire. Astrological associations. So here we go. I can't remember now who asked me that, but here we go. The fire signs. Aries, Leo. So yes, Leo is associated. And Sagittarius. Key meanings are enterprise, career, travel, and beginnings. Understanding. A hand offering a single wand appears from a cloud. The Ace of Wands is the only card of the suit to show multiple buds, symbolizing new ventures. There are 4 leaves on one stem, and the 2 lower stems each have 3 leaves. A further 8 leaves float around the wand, giving a total of 18. This may relate to the 18th letter of the Hebrew alphabet, meaning hope. The leaves are similar in appearance to the droplets on the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Tower, and the Moon. The scene below shows purple mountains, symbols of spiritual goals. Whoops, sorry, I'm starting to lower. Hold on. I'm going to lower it a little bit because it's hard to hold my big fat arm up. No negative. Whoops. That was an accident. Accident. Okay. A building, a fairy tale castle, or a monastery is perched on a hill, signifying the ambition to attain a dream or spiritual aspiration. The castle is isolated and protected by high walls and a tower. Seeing the strong wand grasped before us, we may view it as a club, held high in a gesture of protection and ownership of the land. In the valley, pure water flows, the blue a color for true purpose. The trees grow on the right bank, symbols for growth and fertility. Beautiful. Such a great card. This is one of my favorites. Unlike the cultivated garden of the Ace of Pentacles, the landscape of the Ace of Wands is natural and untamed. Whoops. Natural and untamed. This ace is a true pioneer venturing into wild new territory. In this sense, the card presents the gift of enterprise and adventure. As with the other ace cards and their symbols, the offering is made with the right hand, the wand held with the hand of giving, as opposed to the left hand, which is the receiving hand. The second gift of the Ace of Wands is the drive to succeed. We may have an enticing vision or prospect, but need the energy to make it happen. The card's element is fire, full of burning purpose, just as the wand, if planted, will determinedly grow into a strong, tall tree. The aces offer pure energy of their suits. As number ones, they represent oneness with the divine spirit. Indivisible, their energy is singular, strong, and purposeful. They represent beginnings, impulses, and new possibilities in the most pure and obvious form. Okay, so the Ace of Wands. The first thing, if I pull an Ace of Wands card, the first thing that I think of, and you'll hear me say it over and over if you've gotten a reading from me and I pulled the Ace of Wands, I almost always start with, okay, so the Ace of Wands is creative, fire, energy, spirit. It is that oomph of an idea. It is that aha moment. That moment where you get that that incredible spark of creativity that makes you move forward. What's going on? What? Huh? I'm missing it. I gotta see if I can get pics of Shaylee's deck. Major, old school, 45 years old. What? Who's Shaylee? The one was her grandfather's. 1974. Cool. What did I miss? That's okay. Inspiration, creativity. Right. Exactly. So this is that aha spark of creativity, that creative idea that suddenly you go, and you almost can't, it propels you forward. You can't not do something about this creative spark. I told Hexen today that I told him I was going to use his recent thing as an idea or as an example. Hexen, I think was it last night, Hexen, or the night before? Said he was up most of the night writing all this stuff and figuring out what ingredients to put in his spirit bottles. He's making spirit bottles to sell. And he was up most of the night because it just clicked. Something happened and it clicked, and he was like, I have to do this. And he was up most of the night writing ideas and figuring out what herbs to put on there and all that kind of stuff. That is that Ace of Wands energy. That is that energy that propels you forward so that you have to go and do something new. There's something creative. There's something that fire energy literally lights a spark under your ass. You have to get up. You have to get moving. You have to do something about it. Always act on a creative idea. Absolutely. Wands are the fire card. Yep. They are to well, I shouldn't say that, Trevor. They're not to everyone. Some people, I don't even want to talk about it, because wands to me are always going to be fire. I don't see wands as anything else. Some people think they're air, but okay. So this is, any questions about the beginning? Let's go to Holistic Tarot by Benabelle Wind, because we know she's amazing. our tome here. Get my glasses back on. Here we go. From a cloud, a hand appears, clutching a single wand. Green leaves are budding from the wand, some waft down, reminiscent of leaves from the tree of life. A white aura radiates from the hand. A castle on a hill is seen in the distance. A winding stream and blooming trees represents the essence of vitality. Anticipate a new venture or enterprise. Material and spiritual progress are coming to the seeker. The Ace of Wands represents the start of a new journey, new career or profession, or new creative project. If a reading has been centered around the domestic sphere or family life, then the card could indicate a birth in the family. If so, the child will be energetic and motivated with strong creative or inventive talents. If the reading has been centered around work, the Ace of Wands is about the birth of a new project and its active progressive development. We can compare this card to the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles would denote a new project with strong commercial viability and the opportunity of material gain, while the Ace of Wands does not necessarily portend profit. It portends that it's a creative and fulfilling creatively and spiritually project. The opportunity presented by the Ace of Wands is one sourced straight from the sacred tree or tree of life archetype. It is one that brings in science, religion, philosophy, the arts, and humanities. The Ace of Wands represents focused creative energy that has just been put into action. Note generally that the aces of the minor arcana suggest opportunities, and the corresponding elemental association will indicate the nature of the opportunity. Here, the Ace of Wands represents an active yang or masculine force surrounding the matter at hand. However, the active force suggests that the seeker will be doing rather than receiving. Doing. So you're going to actually actively go out and do. Okay. How are we doing? Did I miss anything? Okay, Dawn, no problem, honey. Truth, I'm always having breakthroughs. Perfect. I love it. Okay. And finally, we're going to finish up with Modern Tarot by Michelle T. This is the one that, you know, you kind of feel like you're sitting talking to a friend. Get ready. You are about to get thumped on the head with the boldness stick. Or is it the creativity stick? Or the inspiration stick? Or the pure passion stick? All of these things and more. The Ace of Wands, it is a tremendous yes from the universe, pushing you to run, not walk, in the direction of your nearest inspiration. Very Sailor Moon, is that? What is it you've been thinking of doing? Starting a school, going on tour, trying out for something you're barely qualified for but have a deep gut feeling about nonetheless? Do you feel creativity surging through you like you'll go mad if you don't have someplace to put it? This is the all fired up blessing of the Ace of Wands, the card that packs every bit of crazed visionary energy to burn fierceness from the suit of wands into one simple little card featuring a hand holding a branch. From this humble illustration, pretty much everything happens. If you've been feeling stuck, you can happily expect everything to start moving. If you've been wondering whether to make a particular bold, daring, potentially foolish move, the answer could not be more yes. Of course, the ace is simply the start of this journey. Along the way, you will get stuck, burned out, and feeling overwhelmed, but you will also experience achievement. You will also celebrate, and you will also learn. When the Ace of Wands comes for you, an exciting chapter of your life is beginning. Say yes to it as loudly as you can. Got the kids motivated. Okay, honey, I hear you, honey. Optimism and transformation. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. That drive to say, yes, let's go do it. There's something incredible about that card. And there's so many great Ace of Wands cards. I'll be honest with you, I could not get out all of the ones that I really wanted to. I just didn't have time when I got home. Sounds like when Harry met Sally moment. Yes, exactly. Yes, yes, yes. But I did get out quite a few anyways. So we will go through some of these to look at some different kind of Ace of Wands. So this is the Sawyer's Path Tarot. SAWYER''S, Sawyer's Path Tarot. Oh, actually here. I have it right here. Here we go. That way Marge doesn't have to feel like she needs to. That's the Sawyer's Path Tarot. This is a great wand, right? This is the kind of wand we'd like to have. It has the typical leaves on it and the wood, but it also has that crystal on the end of it to say, yes, let's focus that energy someplace. Can we do it? Yes, we can, right? Bob the Builder is an Ace of Wands person for sure. Absolutely. And then we can see the fire energy, and we are looking at day surrounded by night. So it doesn't matter what time of day it is, what time of year it is. This is the time to move forward. Talking about it even has me inspired, right? Absolutely. And it always inspires me too. I always think, hell yeah, let's get to it with this Ace of Wands. Love the Ace of Wands card. Absolutely. So that's a beautiful card, one that is very similar to the RWS, but, just kind of pumps it up another notch there. Okay, who's ready for the Halloween Tarot? Yay! I can finally get out some of my Halloween decks. This is from the Halloween Tarot, and in the Halloween Tarot, the imps are the wands. So here we have the little imp. And he is what's being offered here, and he's kind of happy about it, and you can tell that fire energy is being sparked up. And the purple monster hand is, offering this wand energy. Oh my, I need the Ace of Fire in my life. Yay! Donna, I can see your comment. Woohoo! I'm so glad. And I'm sorry about that. Guys, make sure thank goodness Donna, thought to say something to me, because keep in mind that as chat's scrolling, sometimes we're trying to block a troll or something, and we accidentally click on your name. So if for some reason you can't comment, don't think that we blocked you. If, you're a regular here or you're someone that was just commenting, make sure that you say something to us, because mistakes can happen. We are only human, right? You're welcome. The purple monsters, Barney the dinosaur. Could be for sure. That's creative fire energy spirit. I have to say the Halloween Tarot is one that is very good because it follows the Rider-Waite very much. Yep, the unimpressed kitty in the corner, right? He's like, whatever, which I love because most black cats are like that. I pulled out the Santa Muerta, Hexen. I got it out. It's really cute and kitschy, absolutely. And it's very Rider-Waite Smith based. So if you can follow the Rider-Waite Smith, it's very easy to read with. And it's a cute deck. So, as a matter of fact, Hexen, Santa Muerta is a gorgeous Ace of Wands card. Here we have that red creative fire energy spirit. And coming out of this gorgeous Scully with all that red in there and just bursting forth with the growth, right? It is beautiful art for sure. And I absolutely adore it. The deck from her grandfather was called Tarot of the Witches. Oh, that's an out of print deck. That is a good deck. I love it. Hold on, I'm going to get that out of there. Reminds me of my ancestor spirit bottle. Yeah, it really does. That stuff growing out of it. Oh, yeah, the centipede down there. Yep, keep in mind, that's fire energy for you. There could be a salamander on the card. There could be Centipede represents fire. For sure. Definitely, definitely. And I'm trying to think, does he do... Because I can't remember if... Fabio... Yeah, it's the same one as the Night Sun Tarot. So we'll do the Night Sun Tarot next because the deck is in amazing shape too. The box not so much. That's good because it's definitely an out-of-print deck for sure. Centipede and fire, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So here is the Night Sun Tarot. This is by the same author, Fabio Listranti, and he does the Night Sun Tarot, which I love. It has all the symbolism of like an alchemical symbols kind of deck, and is really gorgeous. I love this. Ace of Wands is beautiful. It also has... See the skull in the dirt down there, and then the wand is like a staff that is in a snake formation. And we have the fire symbols in the corner here. Really beautiful. Yeah, it is a powerful card. This, I'll tell you, the Night Sun Tarot has some of my favorite... Me too, Hexen. It has some of my favorite major arcana cards. One of my favorite of all time death cards is the Night Sun Tarot. Yep, it's time to get it out. That darker kind of deck. I couldn't wait to get it out. So it's here. One of my favorite, all-time favorite death cards. In fact, it might be my favorite. I wonder if I can find it really quickly because it's so gorgeous. And I can't help but show it off. I know we're not on death, but... Oh, look. It's right up front. So there's the death card. See how she's pregnant? I just adore the death card. It's... so... I don't know. It stops me in my tracks every time. Yeah. Yeah, and the Hermit card, too, is one of my favorites. Absolutely. He's gorgeous, too. Wonder... I don't know. It is a good Hermit card, too. But, so, Ace of Wands. Back to Ace of Wands. That deck was the first pregnant death card. Yeah, I believe so. I as far as I know, Dee Dee, now, you know, who knows some of the older decks, but I doubt it. I think it's the first one really to go there. For sure. I trimmed my deck and edged it in gold. Yeah, I want to edge it in like a matte gold. I think that'd be pretty. All right, so here's another Ace of Wands. This is the Hirahita deck. I don't pull this deck out enough because it's a pip card deck, but I kind of am digging the pips lately, so I may be pulling it out soon. The that looks like an ogre. Cool. The majors in the Hirahita are just stunning and very dark and really beautiful. The Hirahita deck, it is spelled, it's spelled Hirajeta, I believe. Hirahita, I think. And has some, the majors are really stunningly beautiful. Yes. Thank you, Dee Dee. I knew you knew. Hirahita. Yes. Again, some of my favorite major arcana cards. This one, the High Priestess, to me is pretty close to tops in my favorite High Priestess card of all time. It has the moon in it, and the moon is actually stabbing through her, and she's like got black blood. It's really gorgeous. Really gorgeous. So this Ace of Wands, again, that fire spirit energy you can feel. You know, this is either a torch raised in protest or, you know, leading a group of people, or you can see the energy in this card. is really great. You have good taste. Those are some of my faves. Yep, absolutely. Can you hold the card to your left a little? Yep. Sorry. To my left. This way. See, it wants to focus on my face, though. That's the only problem with holding it there, because my camera sucks. The majors are right up there with Mary L. Yes, absolutely. Which, my Mary L is right here. I may pull that one out, because the Mary L Ace of Wands is gorgeous. And the Mary L, by the way, majors are gorgeous. And that is one that is still on my list. I've been meaning to get it since it came out. That looks like a graphic novel card. Yeah, kind of. Since the new Mary L came out, I just have been waiting to hear that they fixed the issues with it. Do you know, Dee Dee, if they fixed the issue they had with the Mary L that came out that was borderless and stuff? They had an issue with the cards. That they were damaged and sliding all over or something. Is Night Sun more of an Asian deck or a medieval deck? That's a good question. I wouldn't put it in either one of those categories, really, though. I think I don't know. Hexam, what do you think? That's a hard thing. Finally made, and my hair looks amazing. Thank you. Of course they're not in order because I've used it, but let me quickly find the Mary L. Here it is. Didn't have to go very far. So again, Mary L, another dark, powerful deck, guys. If you're looking for that shadow work kind of deck, the Mary L is one of them. Mary L hasn't left my table since I got the second edition. I so want the second edition. Oh, the Night Sun Tarot Hexen. Somebody asked if we think it's more an Asian style or a medieval style, and I'm like, I don't think either, but I don't know what to call it. It's a dark, has lots of symbolism. The Mary L, I definitely want the second edition. I just have not, I don't know, you kind of forget about it. Hello, Kay, how are you? Yes, the Mary L, some of these cards are, again, my very favorite cards are in the Mary L. The problem is that the Mary L deck is pretty big, and the second edition, they've made it borderless and a little bit smaller. So that helps a lot as far as being able to shuffle, and then it's also borderless. So definitely one I'm getting that is on my list. Kabbalistic meets steampunk with sacred geometry. I love it. That's an interesting way to say it for sure. What card is this? That was the Ace of Wands from the Mary L. Mary space capital EL. Mary L Tarot. All right. This one is Shadowscapes, which of course is always some of my favorite cards. I really wish, again, as with all of Shadowscapes cards, I really wish that Shadowscapes was a bigger deck, one of those bigger decks, because there's so much gorgeous detail and the artwork is just stunning. What is a pip deck? A pip deck is a deck that has all of the minor arcana besides the ace and the court cards are the same card, just with, like, if it's swords, there's another sword. So, like, this is the Hirohito. That's the 2 of swords. And then this is the 3 of swords. So, see, it's the same card, just with another sword. The 4 of swords. 5 of swords. So it's just, they just add another sword on. So it's not illustrated. An illustrated pip deck would be where all the cards were illustrated. There's the High Priestess, by the way, for my Hirohito. I just love that card. So gorgeous. That dark shadow work kind of deck, I always loved it. Like playing spades without the joker. Right, exactly. Okay. So yes, Shadowscape's always one of my favorites. I really wish that I had gotten the Czechoslovakian version, which is a bigger deck, so you could see the images a little better. Because the details are amazing. They have little fairies and fae all over. Look at the little fae on the side. And they're hard to see with these small teeny cards. At least for me. That very ethereal looking card is gorgeous, but it hides so much of the detail. And there's all kinds of fae and they're all over the place. So definitely. Yes, please click the like button for me, guys, if you get a chance, because the more you click that button, the more our video gets seen. And a billion little faces in the shadows. Yes, absolutely. I know they're just gorgeous. Did I get the book? I was gonna get the book, or it was on the. What the heck happened? Do I have the book? I might have the book. There was an art book that showed most of the art in a bigger form, and I think I got that book, but I don't know where it is right now. Okay, so this is the Animal Totem Tarot. Love this Ace of Wands. This is a great representation. Here we have a firefly in a jar and the wand with the ribbon wrapped around. Sorry, I'm half listening to my daughter-in-law. Well, someday daughter-in-law, maybe. So here we have the firefly in a jar. Really pretty card. And you see the night sky with all the stars in the background. Just a gorgeous representation. And again, with this card too, I can absolutely see that spark of energy, right? And in this case, someone bottled the spark of energy so that they could see it and keep it a little bit. Don't get so much of the get up and go energy, right? But they have bottled it. So it's almost like trying to bottle the energy, and what happens, it mutes itself a little bit. But loved that spark of energy so much that they were trying to bottle it. That's what I think of with this card. Really pretty. Here is the Green Witch Tarot, which again is another really great potential energy. Absolutely. This is another really great Ace of Wands. Talk about feeling that spark. This is absolutely one where that spark is right out there, right? Here we have, see the, oh, come on. See the bird at the top here? Why won't my camera do, there it is. See the bird at the top and the gorgeous sunset or sunrise, probably sunrise. And that growing energy, it seems like an autumn sky to me, which, I don't know, just screams harvest and doing stuff and getting out there and, right? Really, really pretty. My main deck right now is Spirit Song. I like Spirit Song. It's funny, for me, yeah, these colors just pop. Absolutely. Spirit Song for me, what I found is I really like the cards, but the color scheme is such that they're so alike that it takes me, I don't know, they're too alike. The color scheme is so alike because it's that pastel and they're beautiful, but I don't get the different energies that I get out of most tarot decks because the color scheme is so similar in across the whole thing. So I have a hard time with that one. And there's a couple decks I have that are kind of like that. The Ethereal Tarot, that's another one. I really like that deck. But again, the color scheme, something about that pastel color scheme that it seems too similar. I can see a scarecrow in that card. Oh, yeah, right? That would be perfect, right? For sure. Okay, so like with Tarot Familiars, yep. The Czechoslovakian version of the Tarot Shadowscapes is larger, so the details come out better, must buy. Yeah, as far as I know, it's still not really available though. Oh wait, did we talk about this last time? Pat, did you see that it was available or something last time and I totally forgot all about it? I feel like Pat was like, wait, it's on Amazon right now, the Czechoslovakian version. And I'm like, no way, it is? Did we talk about this last time and Mama Squirrel has an improving memory? Do you have the Halloween Oracle? Yes. Oh, yes, absolutely. Yes. Love the Halloween Oracle. That was probably, think so, can't remember. I swear you looked it up on Amazon when we were, I don't know if it was the last one or the one before that, but here is the Ace of Wands. Yeah, of course it's the Ace of Wands. Duh. This is the Fountain Tarot. Larger and borderless with gilding. Yay. I'll have to look it up again and see if they still have it. The Fountain Tarot is one that I'm starting to like more than I used to. The berries were actually cherries in the Green Witch. Awesome. So I see cherries as that juicy spark of energy, right? I definitely can see. You can almost picture the juice popping right out of the cherries. Looks like an air wand, though. Kind of, Jez. I can see where you would think that. The Fountain Tarot, again, it's kind of muted colors, so it's not going to be that stick right out and jump at you, for sure. It is definitely a more muted version of that creative energy, right? Absolutely. Here's another great one. Still have to get the Fountain Tarot. This one is the Spirit Tarot. Such a great card. Not too fond of this one. It's funny, Pansy. I am not either, but the more cards I pull out and read about the card, the more I like it. So it's kind of on the fence for me. I haven't really started reading with it yet, but it may come to that soon. This is the Spirit Tarot. Join us for Self-Care Sundays. Yes, the Witch Book of Self-Care. Need to win the lottery so I can buy all the decks, right? The Spirit Within. No, not Within. This is just the Spirit Tarot. Spirit Within is actually a different deck. This is an older deck. Oh, I'm totally wrong. This is the Spiral Tarot, not the Spirit Tarot. My memory is getting better. Improving memory. Thank you, Marge. Sorry. Nice colors, but not feeling deck. That's okay. Every deck is not for everybody, right? Looks like God's hand to Adam, right? Yellow is air. Spiral. It is the spiral. Sorry. Never hear of, yep, spiral. It is so interesting how the color scheme affects the way you connect with the cards. Absolutely. For me, each animal has a unique energy that makes the cards stick out to me, right? The Zerner Farber edition was given to me by my grandmother years ago. I wouldn't have picked it out for myself, but it's the only deck I have, and I'm enjoy learning with it. Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. I'm so glad that not everyone connects to the same decks I do. What a boring world that would be, right? So this is the Numinous. This is the Numinous Tarot. Wands in this tarot are candles. So here we have the Ace of Candles. Love this card. This whole deck is just absolutely gorgeous. This is has really become one of my go-to tarots because every image to me, I'm like, oh, look at that, and oh, look, I love that, and oh, I love that. Every image is one that really grabs me. I really love this deck. The Numinous Tarot, and this is the one that is so inclusive. I just adore it. It has every color of people. It has every nationality of people. It has different sexual orientations. It has different abilities. It has people in wheelchairs. I love it. This is a deck that doesn't inspire me. Really? Yeah, absolutely, Dee Dee. I hear you. And it just is. I kind of want to read that candle, but have yet to candle read the Tarot of Vampires wand. So, thank goodness that we all like different strokes for different folks, as they say, right? Ace of Wands. This is from the Fantastical Creatures Tarot. It's called Fantastical Creatures Tarot. Yep, this is a Liz Dean creation. And it is such a pretty deck. Again, different faces in there. We have this here. The Phoenix is holding this wand. There it is. See the faces in the trees, though. Ugh, so pretty. Ugh. Come on, my phone. There it is. Just such a beautiful card. Not feeling it? That's okay, Pansy. I'm sure we'll get to one you like. I'm sure. Candy corn with peanuts. They have candy corn with peanuts? My Amazon list is so full of tarot. Yep, after this, I hear you. Did you pull the Los Scarabeo Epic Tarot? I do not have that one, Dee Dee. This one is Modern Spellcasters Tarot. I had to create a new list just for witchy stuff. There you go. You can buy them separate and put them together. Oh, okay, cool. That is a combination I would not have thought of. Candy corn and peanuts. I'll have to try that. I like this one because it's like coming right out of the sunrise, so it's like the sunrise is coming out and it's like, woo, here's this wand energy. A deck she doesn't have. I know. There's a lot of decks I don't have. Believe it or not, there's a lot. My wish list says otherwise. Here is, they make caramel apple candy corn. Oh, yeah, I've had that. That's super good. I love that. This is the Witch's Tarot. This is the Witch's Tarot from Ellen Dugan. I know it. Marge is doing so well. And again, she came on and said she had surgery and wasn't feeling good and wasn't going to be doing this. I feel bad. I get email alerts when you back a Kickstarter deck, do you, Pansy? Oh, I feel sorry for you then, because I'm trying to cut down. So I'm hoping it hasn't been as many as it used to be, because I'm really trying to cut down. I've been really, this summer was kind of a free-for-all with Kickstarter backed decks. So, yep, I have to say, now the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan, this was the first deck I had that I connected with on a deep level, that I like every card. I was like, oh, I know exactly how to read this. So this deck always holds a special place in my heart. Wish my Witch's Tarot was on better card stock. I know, I hear you. This is a deck, to be honest with you, I'm not crazy about this Ace of Wands, but because I love this deck, I pulled it out. This is called the Aberforth Tarot. Hold on, let me get it out because I have no idea how to spell that. Or not Aberforth, Azazoth. Okay, so here we go. The Azazoth Tarot. It is, see that? That's the World card. It's a black and gold deck, and it's a really interesting tarot deck. I really like it's very dark. I will tell you, it's a very dark deck. This card reminded me that I saved a butterfly in the road. Ah, that's cool, Trevor. Mama's live videos with you guys is a new favorite thing. Ah. It is a really cool dark deck. There's something about that. It only has, 1 or 2 or 3 colors that I really like lately. And absolutely, and I'm a dark deck kind of chick. So, and this again has lots of symbolism, at least in the majors, especially. Like, look at this is the Fool. See all the symbolism in the Fool card? I mean, there is a ton of symbols there. Yeah, looks like a troll arm. Yeah, it really does. It's very interesting, cool. I don't know what version he's up to. This was the, which does it say on here? He changes the backs once in a while. Here's the Magus or the Magician. And he comes out with new editions and kind of changes the backs a little bit so you know which edition you have. I think this might be the 2nd edition or the 3rd edition. I can't remember. If it's possible, I think this deck has more deep things than Benebel's. Yeah, absolutely. It is a multi-layered deck for sure. For sure. So one that you want to look up if you like the dark decks. Here is, holy fuck, that's cool. This is the Raven's Prophecy Tarot. This is one that I pull out every Samhain time because, I mean, for one thing, it is very, the orange and black in this deck is a huge thing. A lot of them have orange and black. Look at the back is orange and black, and I have edged this deck in orange actually too. So this is a good one for Samhain time. The Raven's Prophecy Oracle. Raven's Prophecy Tarot. I started off buying bright and whimsical decks, and they just started getting darker and darker, right? I know, and the deeper, I feel like the deeper you go with your readings, the darker your tarot gets. And now I have 21 tarot oracle decks on my list. Sorry, Pat. Here is the Bohemian Animal deck. The Bohemian Animal Tarot, actually, it is. So here, this is such a like traditional card, believe it or not. I know with the snake head, but the snake representing that fire energy, fire right in her hand, and the wand in the right hand still. And then the Egyptian feel to the clothing. I really like this one. Yeah, Egyptian style, exactly. In the desert, blue skies, but that fire right in her hand. I love that one. Why do snakes symbolize fire energy? It is reptiles in general. So salamanders are fire energy. Snakes, anthropomorphism is not for me. And Dee Dee, if that's true, then this deck for sure is not, because every single card is a mixture. Except 1 or 2, I think, is a mixture of animal and human. But that reptilian energy is that creative spirit, fire energy, and it is across the reptile world from what I have seen, because they're cold-blooded. Yep. I'm always thinking about snakes as earthy. Yeah, that's true. I guess it depends on what kind of snake. With a desert snake, I would think more fire, heat energy. But if it was like a little gardener snake or something, or a snake that we'd see around here, I would probably see it as an earth energy. This is the new deck that I finally got in. Majestic Earth Tarot. Reptiles are like dragons, and think of fire with dragons. There you go. So this is the Ace of Trees from the Majestic Earth Tarot. I refuse to even count the cards on my wish list. This, what a gorgeous deck. The sun peeking through it almost makes the tree look like it's on fire, right? This is going to be a gorgeous deck. I hope I can read with this deck. I don't know. Because there's no people in, well, there are a few people. I shouldn't say that. But because it is more of a landscape deck, I'm not sure if I'll be able to read with it or not. We'll see. But I really love it, so I hope I can. I certainly would be able to read with this card, for sure. I'll have to see. I'm trying to keep track, Denise, so I know how big of a lottery I need to win. I know mine has to be a big one because I need to buy my campground, fix it up so it's a pagan campground, do all the things I need to do to like make a big circle, then build my shop on it, and then pay for all of you guys to come and live there. And then have self-sustaining water and self-sustaining heat and that kind of thing. I need more story too, right? So the last three are the ones that I try to read the stories for them. The first one is the Everyday Enchantment, which you guys know I love the stories to her cards. The stories are what made me fall in love with these cards. I to be honest with you, I wasn't crazy with all the artwork of these cards. But the stories, they totally do it for me. I'll live there. See? Good, Marge. Perfect. Here we go. The story. For the artist, there's nothing more exhilarating or daunting than the white space waiting for that first mark. We have the capability and the responsibility to create worlds. We literally draw things into being. It isn't just a matter of blithely daubing. A true artist becomes the channel of divine inspiration, and the creator finds a unique expression through the creator. I'm not making myself more important than I am. It's not about me. It's about the act itself. I'm just the means to an end, the translator between realms. Hey, are you okay?
Okay, so you know how I owe my friend $1,000 for the car? I was supposed to pay him today, but Dustin thought we didn't stuff today and I didn't realize that he didn't know I was supposed to pay him today. He started freaking the fuck out. You're not gonna pay me back. I'm taking you to court. Blah blah. I was like, it's been 1 week since you gave me that money, and today was the first time. If it's not exactly today, I'll give it to you by the end of the week. Give me fucking time. You told me October 20th I had to give you that $1,000. Go fuck yourself. Now he's talking to Dustin. He's all fine. It's go fuck yourself.
I hate that.
I'm so.
I hate that. Landscape decks might be good for path working, right? Oh, yes, absolutely. Sorry, guys. I'm not making myself more important than I am. It's not about me. It's about the act itself. I'm just the means to an end, the translator between realms. I don't think artists are special. I just believe in our formative talent, just as a plumber or baker believes in their skill to fix or make. Because of this belief, I don't want to produce negative imagery, but to be a conduit to deep nature, moving the viewer to appreciate the wild with fresh eyes. Here I am, fired up and focused on this gorgeous morning with all the potential of the day distilled into this sunrise. I hear the liquid trilling of the lark, feel the hoofbeats of the horse, and the air displaced by the rising pheasant. I smell the sweet heather and the subtler scent of the warming soil as my shimmering, glistening pigments await my magic touch. Now I let the power of this perfect present flow through me so in my own distinctive way I can give this golden moment to you. Happy little trees! Yay! I love it. Happy little tree. We'll do a happy little tree over here. Yay! Yeah, it really does. Even though they look like children of the corn. It's a fae. Don't say the fae looks like a children of the corn. Yeah, all right, he kind of does. Then he's kind of creepy. But absolutely great meaning. She's talking a mile a minute, I know. Gotta love my Bob Ross. I was just watching Bob Ross the other day. And he just isn't he just like perfect? I love Bob Ross. He always puts the one huge tree right in the middle. I love Bob Ross. He is so, come on. All right, I'm going to clean it again, hoping that, and shut the messages. There. He is so serene all the time that it makes you kind of feel like everything is okay no matter what happens, you know? I love him. Good. How are you on the cusp? All right. So 2 more, and then we will go to our before and after. I'm going to be doing, if I can find it, the Algoliath here. And hope I can read it, because it's teeny tiny little letters. That's one thing I'm going to tell the Algoliath creator is, you know, thanks so much for thinking of us older folks when you wrote this book in the lettering that, you know, I can't even hardly think of seeing. Oh, 5 of Wands. Here we go. Finally. All right, here we go. Because I do like this Wands. All right, here we go. Algoliath. Love this. Okay. Up in the clouds, high above the sea, cutting through the mist and fog, a beautiful cherry blossom branch points up to the light of the sun and beyond into the cosmos. Light breaks from above and clears the haze of doubt and uncertainty. The wand is charged, and the buds at the top begin to bloom, bringing with them a new and vibrant energy as they burst into flower. If you have pulled this card, congratulations. You have just started on a new, beautiful venture in your life, possibly something that you have always wanted to do. And now the timing is right. The planets are aligned, and now you are laying on the proper ground. You're laying down the proper groundwork to bring this idea into reality. You dream big. You create big. The blooming flowers signify the growing and development of the material and spiritual world as they merge together. You have had vision, and now it is time to release it and set that vision into motion to watch it grow and bloom. This card is all about positivity and making your own luck. Wands in the tarot represent the masculine side of the divine and sit in the element of fire. It's the fire of will, passion, life force, and creation. Wands in the tarot are the only symbol that are alive, like the tree branch that is a wand. This is about the condition of the human spirit and our will that pushes forward to ignite the fire within our soul. Isn't that great? To get out there and do things, to be active and explore. We are creatures of compulsion, and we are all compelled and moved by desire to do anything. Your passion is everything, because passion is where you find your purpose. And this illuminates your soul and surrounds you with light glowing in the dark. This card is suggesting that you need to move into your passion right now. Channel it into reality. Your eyes are fully opened to a world of possibilities. Now just get your sleeves rolled up and get to work. Isn't that incredible? I do love this deck. It's, again, I love, Goliath was talking about putting out the deck in traditional size. I think I would like that for actual reading. I love that it's this bigger card when we are teaching, when I'm teaching, because you guys can see it better. But when I'm actually trying to shuffle these cards, keep in mind, again, I have big hands, and they are huge, huge cards. So it makes it hard, because it's hard to shuffle when you're in front of a client. And again, I will say he did not think at all about the older reader trying to read his book. Because are you kidding me? Like, I have to kill myself to read this stuff because it's teeny. The back is the best. Yeah, right? It is beautiful, isn't it? Oh, how it starts with that infinity sign is just, want to get my hands on a giant RWS? Yes. Is my gold edging chipping off? It is not that I've noticed. But again, keep in mind, I do not use this deck very much for readings. I just use them to show people. So like I'll do it if I do a morning reading sometimes to show, take a picture of and stuff because the card is so beautiful and you can see it so well. But I don't use it and shuffle it regularly or anything. So finally is the Next World Tarot. I would have to take a picture, then blow it up. I know it really is. The book needs to be marketed with a magnifying glass. It really does. It's crazy. Love your red hair. Thank you, sweetheart. Read the description of this video for everything you got to do. Perfect. The original primordial gods that came before creation. I'm sure you're talking about something and I'm just not in the loop. All right, so here it is. Here is the Next World Tarot, which the Roots of Fire is what this is called. The Ace of Wands, the Roots of Fire. After a lifetime of your ambitions being buried and sustained due to the cosmos, the system, and your roots, intention begins to shine in the form of ideas. Inspiration grows in the form of enthusiasm. Renewal urges you to grab that wayward whirlwind, unkept scheme, and let it shine like a fire that keeps you warm as the toxic fumes subside. The Ace of Wands is the birth of a creative seed, the fifth house, the fifth chakra, and the first take at greatness. This is a moment where you decide the definition of art. Mine is really bad, so I was thinking about trimming it down, but it would be tricky. Ooh, that would be hard. Mama, if and when you get the Morgan Oracle, it will be good for stuff like this. This is apparently 7 inches. Whoo! Yeah, that's one I'm getting. It's all paid for. It met its goal, and it's paid for, so I'll be getting it whenever it's supposed to be ready. What'd they say, December with that one? Or is that one maybe earlier? I can't remember now, Pat. Is that one you got? Did you get that one? I know it was a Kickstarter. I do like this one. Boy, that bursting forth from the earth, that creative spirit. I just love it. That bursting forth, creative fire, energy, spirit. Okay, let's go to the before and after. So, yep, it's a 7-inch tall oracle. I wish I could have backed it. No, not enough money. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I will make sure we show it off for sure when we get it, right? Okay, so this is the present moment card. This is the before tarot. So see the sparks of energy here in the before. He hasn't grabbed the wand yet, so that those sparks of energy are just bursting forth from that wand right before he grabs it. I like it, I guess. I don't know. To me, it seems like the hand, I always thought of the hand as one of the, like the gods of fire or something that was handing off the torch to someone else. So this kind of implies that the creator of fire is not the one that put the wand up there. He just is the one handing it. I don't know. It's okay. I like that there's fire on there. And then here's the after. Hold on. After. So the after, so there's the salamander, again, fire energy. I don't know. Sometimes these cards confuse the shit out of me. Prometheus stole fire for us. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. It could be Prometheus. So, I don't know. Sometimes, like, where the hell did the salamander come from? All of a sudden, it just jumped, like, from the earth onto the wand and then up to the hand? What? We didn't see the salamander before. What the hell? I don't know. Like I said, sometimes I really like these before and afters, and sometimes I'm like, what? Where did they get that from? That doesn't make any sense. I really like when the before and afters tell the story for us so that there's a story to be had. You can kind of say, okay, before this is what happened. I don't know. I just don't get this one. I like the salamander in there, but I don't know where the hell he came from. What are they, roasting a salamander's tail, right? It just is, I don't know. It's kind of odd that he just suddenly appears out of thin air, or what? The hand went back and grabbed the salamander and decided to add him to the wand. I don't know. I don't get it. All right, and finally, oh, this is a really boring one. That doesn't even make any sense. What are there, 2 castles? This is stupid. Okay. The hand is catching it. Produced through the wand, right? Does your Hindu-style tarot cards have the Ace of Wands? Honestly, I don't know, honey. I'll have to look. Let me think. I'd have to look, Trevor. I'll try to look. It looks like the spirit hand is handing the salamander a wadded up Kleenex. All right. So this is the Tarot of the New Vision. And so we're able to see this is looking at the card this way, and we're going to flip it over and look at it from the other direction. And this one is super boring. Ready? It's pretty much the same thing. Look, there's even a castle. Is it on the same side? Nope, the castle is on the opposite side as it. And that's all. That's all they did. They literally put another castle on there, and it's totally exactly the same. That's just silly. I don't know. Again, not crazy about that one. Some of them I really love, like when you can see behind the throne, and you can see something, or behind the veil in the high priestess, but this is, come on, that's totally boring. There's nothing different at all. What if, the rest of the body for the hand was back there, or something. The vice versa. So book lioness, vice versa is not one I have. Is the vice versa similar to this one, or is that something different? The back of a hand, right? Look, the same card, but reversed. Exactly. It's totally boring. Boring. So I wish they had, done something a little bit more exciting there, but they did not. So thank you very much for nothing. Yes. Okay. All right. So let's go into different kinds of readings. And then we will draw our new card. At least they could have put something on the hand. I know, right? Like a tattoo or a henna drawing or something. I don't know. Do something. Paint the fingernails. I don't know. Do something. Okay. So if you are reading a reading for career and finance, the Ace of Wands indicates an opportunity to venture into new areas with your current job, or even to begin a completely new career. A Rolex for time is money. That would be good. A sigil, right? A dragon, something. They could have done something. That was totally boring. And whoever created that, you lose on that one. You're a big loser. Even to begin a completely new career. It reveals an enthusiasm for your work, and that the work you do is primarily for personal fulfillment and not just for financial gain. And like we said, a new opportunity for a new project at work, or at home. Health. The Ace of Wands indicates if you're in a health copyright infringement, right? I know, totally. If you're doing a health reading, the Ace of Wands indicates the beginning of renewed vitality and energy. It may also suggest the benefits of exploring new lifestyle changes, which will improve all aspects of your health and well-being. This card also advises that the effectiveness of any improvement is within your hands by the actions that you take. Perfect. In a relationship reading, the Ace of Wands may indicate the rekindling of enthusiasm and desire within the relationship. It may suggest that the spark may be back after a period of difficulty. If alongside cards such as the Empress or the Three of Cups, it could indicate fertility and news of a pregnancy. Good one. So, and in general, the Ace of Wands indicates a new venture or enterprise along with the will and ability to take the steps necessary for its completion. It is inspiration coupled with the need for action. It's that aha moment, the spark that lights a spark up under your ass to get you up and moving on this idea. It's that energy that you go, oh my God, I have this idea and I just have to keep going with it right now because it's so exciting to me and it's so fired up and I'm really fired up about this idea that I have to keep going and at least outline and plan and try to get some of the stuff together while I have this spark of creativity. It is the muse has come to you, the idea, the aha moment. Okay? Good, good, good. Any questions about the Ace of Wands? Any questions? Ace of Wands. Pregnant with possibilities, right? I'm trying to think. I don't know if I have the Hindu tarot deck, honey. I have a Hindu oracle deck, but at least one, maybe two. I don't know if I have the Hindu tarot. There is a couple different Hindu decks. I'll have to look them up. I can't, of course, remember. What is it called? Shoot. I have to look them up. I had to look. Vice versa has a night sky and lightning hitting a tree. See, at least they did something. All right. Here we go. So, are we ready to pick a new card? Any other questions, guys? I hope you click the like button there for me. Make sure that you're subscribed. Hit the bell again if you want notifications. Hopefully when YouTube feels like notifying you when I go live. Every Tuesday we do Tuesday Tarot here. And on Sundays now we are doing Self-Care Sundays. All right. Ready? New card. Wait, it's in between here. This is our card. The Fool. Hopes for a major arcana. The Fool. What do you do if a deck is stiff and sticking together if you're breaking them in? There is actually stuff, Jack, called fanning powder. Fanning, that is made. We're doing the full card next week, boys and girls, ladies and gents, squirrels and chipmunks. It's called fanning powder and it's made for cards, so it won't ruin the cards, but it will make them less sticky. The other thing you can do is try, this sounds very weird, but try rubbing them with a dryer sheet. Rubbing each card, the backs and the fronts, with a dryer sheet. It puts a little bit of a coating on the card, and it doesn't ruin the card, but puts a little bit of a coating on it. I've had good luck with some of them, like the Litha Tarot. I want to try it with the Litha Tarot, but the cards like that. Baby powder, that is what my grandmother used. Yeah, but baby, I will tell you, absolutely, if you feel comfortable, baby powder can sometimes ruin the cards, though, because talc is not good for paper, believe it or not. And there is still some talc. in baby powder. So yay, the Fool card. This is a great one. Again, we're getting a lot of new beginnings and new energy and stuff lately. So keep that in mind, guys. Usually when we pull a card out, it's because many of you need to hear this card. So new beginnings, new fire energy. There's new stuff coming for everyone. And don't forget, Samhain is the beginning of the witch's new year. So it's the beginning of the year for us. So that indicates new stuff coming. Yay! So next Tuesday, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, same time, we'll be doing the Fool card. Talc isn't food for health either. Isn't good for health either. Yeah, it's not good for your lungs. That's true. Absolutely. No problem. And I will create the event as soon as we get off. Tomorrow, what do I have tomorrow? I have a ton of things to do tomorrow. I have only a half day tomorrow. So I may do a couple videos. I want to do the 50 questions. And I wanted to, our dark decks. Salmon is coming, so I can pull out dark decks tomorrow. If you guys want to see some dark decks, I'll try to pull out all my dark decks. It's hard for me because I have so many dark decks because I love dark decks. Dark decks, dark decks, dark decks. Oops. But I will try to pull them out. Maybe we'll take a look at some cool dark decks tomorrow. All right. Yay. I love you all so much. Thank you for joining me. Press that like button. Press the subscribe. Press the bell to hopefully be notified. And we'll see you next week. Love you.